Welcome to the Dirt and Snow Show. I'm your host, Cole Clark, and I have a treat for you guys today. We are reviewing the EFX Motovator RT tire. But before we jump into that, I would like to say if you could like and subscribe below, it does wonders for the show. And if you would like a product that you see that you would like reviewed by us on the show, we will bring it in, we will test it, we will test the durability, and we'll put it on the show and we'll tell you what we actually think about it. So without further ado, let's jump right into this thing. Here we have the EFX Motovator RT tire. This is the predecessor of the Motovator, and this is a truly race-inspired tire from EFX. And I've been pleased to run these for over 500 miles on Johnson Valley, where King of the Hammers is held. We ran 500 pre-run miles, and then we raced 135 miles at King of the Hammers on this tire with zero flats. And that's why we're here making this review today, because we think that this tire is absolutely a monster, and we're throwing it on our race car. So I think you should throw it on your recreational vehicle, and you'll be just as happy as we are. Now let's go to some tread and the attributes of the tire. This is a 35, and this is a 32-inch tire. And the one thing I really love about this tire, and it's probably the most standout feature, is the smaller lug on the side. A lot of tires try to overcompensate, and they say that they want a lot of lug on the side of their tire for rock crawling and things like that. But you don't need that much lug. This is the perfect amount to get you up and over things without being in the washes and having your car go side to side. When you have a giant lug on the side of your tire, it kicks the tire back and forth. You can see this on the trophy truck drivers' tires. When you look at all of them, they're very smooth all the way around, because when they're going through at a high speed, they don't want their car having that unsettled feeling. Now, going back to the tread, I really like how the blocks are pretty close together. That keeps from rocks coming in and puncturing. It has a very good durability. Like I said, we had over 500 miles on these things pre-running and 135 miles in KOH testing. Right now I'm going to show you a video of a tire that we actually raced on, and you're going to see how the tread has actually formed and how like the rock rash and things like that, and see how good the tread actually is still together after 135 miles of racing. You don't see tires that look like this. This tire has been worked on. It's been beat down at KOH. You can see some of the tread starting to deform, but at 135 miles of pure racing situation, this thing's holding up very well. You can see the KMC beadlock doing its job completely, holding the tire together. Look at that sidewall. Going through all these rock canyons, not having one tear on the whole entire sidewall. We can come up here, look at the tread up here. This is what you want from your tire. This is a testament to this thing, that it can be beat down time and time again. The greatest thing I really love about these tires, besides the sidewall and the great tread pattern, is the weight. The 35 only weighs 44 pounds, which a normal 35-inch tire average is about 50 to 60 pounds. One thing we got to remind ourselves about these UTVs when we add all these accessories and things like this is that you want to keep the weight down. The thing that makes the UTV so great is its power to weight ratio. And the power weight to weight ratio is very similar to a trophy truck. So when you start adding all these add-ons, winches, bumpers, and all this stuff, you bring the weight on so you receive less power. So when you put this tire on, you can put more of that stuff on. You can add more lights. You can do stuff like that because you're not sacrificing weight with your tire. One thing with the 32 is you're going to get even more weight savings at 36 pounds. So 44 to 36 pounds. Most 32-inch tires weigh from anywhere from 39 to 45 pounds. So even at the 35, you're still saving weight over the 32 of a normal tire. At 36 pounds, you're adding bumpers, winches, anything you want. You're not going to be robbing from your power. For a second, we'll talk about tire pressures. This seems to be a novice thing, but tire pressure can really mean the difference between how your tire performs and what it's supposed to do. Now, this tire recommends that we run it at 14 PSI, and I do like the recommendation that it keeps the sidewall firm, but it also keeps the top a little squishy so you have a good traction where you need it. But if you're going to be racing or you're going to be really hauling the mail on this thing, I would definitely pump that up. We race these tires at 18 PSI, and they tend to hold up really, really well. It gives it a lot of resistance from sticks and rocks poking and cutting the sidewall. And the same thing with the 35. We run that at a higher PSI, But if you're going to be in Moab or something like that, and you want to really air down on your beadlock wheels, especially on these KMCs, they really lock in pretty much everything that you need, so you don't blow a bead out or anything. We can lower this thing down to 10, 8 psi. We've ran it from 10 to 8 psi at Moab, Utah, and it really hooked up. It did everything we were supposed to. You can climb straight up rock faces. It's an animal. It kind of feels like you're on it, like you're Velcro to the rocks. You can just kind of rip up, and we're really pleased. This tire really shines in rock climbing and desert sections. And if that's something that you're going to be doing, or you need kind of a hard pack tire, with this thing, you're going to be able to do anything you need to go anywhere you need to go, and it's going to be reliable for you. Now that we've gone over the technical aspects of this tire, we need to get into the biggest reason why someone might buy a tire, and that's the budget, that's the price. And over here in the 32, you're going to be paying $250 a tire, which falls in that realm of the 32-inch league, right around from $250 to $200. And the 35 comes in at $340 a tire. And we haven't really seen a whole lot of 35s in the UTV market, so I can't really gauge if that falls into the fair price range, what they're all selling for. But I can tell you that you pay for what you get, and this tire has a ton of quality, and it has a ton of value when you think about just how good the tire is. It's got really deep lugs. It also has a nice hard pack design, but it also does decent in the mud. So if you're wanting an all-around tire that can basically do everything, this 35 is really going to meet the mark for you. And the 32 is basically the same, just in a smaller condensed package. You'll save a little bit more money, and I think overall the pricing shouldn't be that big of a deal to you, just because you're going to be getting such a killer tire and the value is there. So it's kind of up to you. If a cheaper tire is going to have poor results and it's not going to do as well, then is it really a better tire? Is it really the cheaper tire? Because it's not going to last as long. It's not going to give you a quality ride, and it's not going to be predictable. You're not going to feel safe with it. You're not going to want to go out with your wife and kids and drive 200 miles on a tire that's cheaply made, that's not going to be safe. So it's kind of worth spending a little bit more money on a quality tire, and that's going to get you down the road wherever you may go. Enough of being in the office and telling you what these tires can do, their technical aspects, weights, tire pressures, and pricing. Let's get you guys out on the trail. Let's show you what these things can really do firsthand, because that's really going to be the testament of what this tire is. This tire, I wouldn't hesitate to take it anywhere. It's a great all-terrain tire. It'll rip in the sand, tear it up in the mud, and it kills it in the rocks. So if you are in the market for a new tire, EFX is the way to go. This tire, I wouldn't hesitate to put on my side-by-side. I'll be racing them all year. You can follow me on Instagram. It's CClarkXX24XX. I'll put it in the link below. And if you guys have any questions or comments about this tire, anything below, go down there and give us a comment. Follow us on Instagram, and we appreciate you for watching. Like and subscribe once again. And like I said, if you have any questions, comment below, and we'll make sure to take care of you. Have a good one. This is the Dirt and Snow Show. We're out.